Alright, what's up everyone? It's MK420. Welcome back to another video here on the channel today. Make sure to drop a like, comment, share, subscribe, turn on notifications, all that good stuff. Thank you to all the new subscribers, returning subscribers, all that good stuff. We're on the road to 100. And the last I checked, we were at 86 or 87, so we're so close, but we're still so far. LOL. I don't know. So today we're on Invincible versus. We're going to be ranking all of these supers, taunts, and ultimates. So let us jump into training. And for all my stoners out there, we got a cart. This is Blueberry Mints. This is a half of a 3-grammer that my cousin had to give to me. So if you want, let's enjoy. So we're going to start with Mark. Now our two side characters don't matter. Now I'm going to be ranking these on a 1 out of 10 scale, 10 being super dope, 1 being horrible.
Just 2 seconds. Just 2 seconds.
His taunt, if you guys know anything from the
Just
show,
2 seconds.
his phone's buzzing while he's... Yeah, I'm not going to spoil anything, but all the taunts, I'm just going to go ahead and rank these taunts quickly. All the taunts are going to get 5 out of 10s because they're taunts. So it's really the supers and the ultimates that we're here for today. So super 1 for Mark.
This is gonna hurt! Not dead yet! Last one!
You see this one a lot in combos, combo enders, extending combos. It's pretty sweet. It's the side switching uppercut thing he's got. I'm gonna give this a 8 out of 10. Alright, let us do his next super.
I'm ending this! Incoming!
What is it?
I'm ending this! Incoming!
There we go. It's a little bit shorter than the other one. I don't know, they're about the same length. I'm gonna go ahead and give that super a 7 out of 10. Now time for the ultimate.
See how you like this! Just fucking die!
I might be biased here, you guys, but that's a 10 out of 10 ultimate for me. Alright, now that we got Mark out of the way, our next character...
I'm ready.
We can do this. Anytime.
Next up is Powerplex. So overall, yeah. Next up is Powerplex. You can consider this guy to be like... Powerplex is kind of like the Raiden of this game. He's got electrical abilities. So let's rank these. First one.
We're not listening! You deserve this!
The Fireball
Not
Super.
listening! You deserve this!
And it's an electric Fireball Super. You'll have to see
Not
it.
listening! You deserve this!
I'm going to give this a 7 out of 10.
I'll end it
Hope his second super.
I'll end it
This is going to be a 6 out of 10.
I'll end
It's
it
basically just a different version of a Fireball Super. Taunt? We're not worried about the taunts. Everyone says 5 out of 10 for taunts. So, Super 1, 7 out of 10. Or 6 out of 10. Super 2, 5 out of 10. Ultimate for Powerplex.
This is all your fault! For the pain you've caused, the people you've hurt! Die! Impressive!
So Powerplex's ultimate, I'm going to give a 5 out of 10. It's not bad.
Okay, I'm ready. Okay.
Anytime.
So next up is a character named Titan. Now Titan is basically a guy who can like summon rocks and lava around his body. So he has a mechanic where if you beat him up, his rock armor goes away. But he has what's known as a install super, meaning it's a super that doesn't attack the opponent. It's like a buff super.
Rock on.
Basically, you beat him up, you break his rock armor, he gets enough meter,
I got an image to hold.
he pops that, and now his armor's back. So this, for me, it's kind of on the weaker side. It's just an install super. This is going to be a 4 out of 10. But this second super is where things are kind of fun.
Yeah, that's enough of that.
This man thinks he's the Undertaker out here delivering choke slams. I'm going to give this a 5 out of 10. It's an average super. Alright.
Let's go ahead and wrap this up. Say goodbye.
You know, that super, that ultimate is actually different from his ultimate in the gameplay trailer. If you remember the ultimate in the gameplay trailer, he talked about, like, if when you activated it, he said something like, fuck with my family, it's over for you. And yeah, so they kind of changed it a little bit. Titan Super, or Ultimate, I'm going to give this a decent 6 out of 10. Alright, and like I said, we are halfway through, so for my stoners, we're going to take another hit real quick. Here we go.
Anytime.
I'm your man.
Anytime.
So the next character is a new character, specifically made for this game. Her name is Elemental. She's basically the Avatar. She's basically the Avatar. Can control earth, air, water, fire, all that good stuff. So Super 1.
Here's a solution. Wash it all away.
I like it. It's not too bad. I'm going to give this a solid 5 out of 10.
Here's a solution. Wash it all away.
Yeah, 5 out of 10 sounds right. Okay. Super 2.
That's enough. Get wrecked.
Kind of like a giant fire tornado thing. I don't know. I'm going to give this a 6 out of 10. Ultimate.
Let me show you what the elements can do.
Sweeps you up with water, picks you up with the air, crushes you with the rock.
You won't escape.
That's a 8.5 out of 10. Ultimate Miss Ella. 8.5 out of 10 for Miss Elemental. So next up,
You need me?
Anytime.
Okay now. I'm your okay.
Anytime.
is Cecil Stedman. Basically, he's a human who is the leader of the government agency that runs all the superheroes in the Invincible world, right? He's kind of like the Nick Fury of the Invincible universe, or the Amanda Waller of the DC universe. You know, he's kind of like that. He can teleport, he's got some minions,
Watch it.
you know, he's got all different types of
Watch
stuff.
it.
So, his super,
They're all children, Donald.
he is not wrong. So his super 1,
Gotta keep you on your toes. Put
he
him
basically just teleports a bunch of times and punches you. Fun fact, every time Cecil teleports, it apparently costs about $400 billion per teleportation use. So when you use his dashes, which is his teleport, like this for example, I just went through $800 billion, just like that. There you go. So Super 2,
My time is valuable. Lights.
summons all of his goons to jump you, the undead cyborg zombies. You'll love it. So his first super, we're going to give a 5 out of 10. His second super, we are also going to give a 5 out of 10. Cecil's pretty badass. You know, his ultimate is pretty cool too.
Stop right there. Do it.
basically he summons a giant satellite from the sky to shoot a laser beam down through the atmosphere to hit your opponent. And if anyone knows, it's a reference to when he tried to stop Omni-Man at the end of Season 1. But yeah, that's a 9.5 out of 10 on the Ultimate there, Cecil. Yeah, let me know down in the comments, you guys. Have you guys been enjoying Invincible versus? What's your favorite Ultimate? What's your favorite Super? We will be getting to mine pretty shortly. Now it is Father of the Year, Omni-Man himself.
Anytime. Anytime.
Go to the moon, why not? So Omni-Man has a command grab super. Let's look at that.
Pay attention. Now this is useful. Learn
Basically a
something.
backbreaker command grab. That's kind of weak as well for me, in my opinion. I'm gonna give this a 3 out of 10. Now his other super.
Time for a lesson. I'm not even trying yet.
He just flies back and forth like a boss and just uppercuts you for days. That's gonna be a 7 out of 10, Omni-Man. Alright, Ultimate, good sir.
Listen to me. You don't seem to understand.
My man flies
This
you up
battle
to
isn't
space,
yours to
lands you
win.
into asteroids, and then punches you down to the planet. Oh, I love it. That's a 10 out of 10 Ultimate, and yes, I'm biased. I'm very biased. Next up, we have another of the young heroes from the show by the name of Monster Girl. Her real name is Amanda, but she is basically a girl who can turn into like this creature, kind of like the Incredible Hulk. But the only caveat of doing this is every time she turns back into her human form, she gets younger. And it's kind of sad. But Monster Girl in this game, she's a big body character, lots of armor, a command grab, right there. Just a beast of a character. So let's check out these supers. Super 1.
Got your present. You like it?
Just a quick 3-piece combo.
Got your present.
Bang, bang, bang. You love to see it. I'm gonna give this a 3 out of 10. 3 out of 10 for a 3-piece combo. Makes sense, right? Alright, Super 2. Oh.
I'm just getting started. Coming through.
There it goes, Super 2. This is going to be a 4 out of 10, sadly. This is basically just a tackle and punch to the ground. So our ultimate
Let's wrap this up.
grabs you, smacks you, slams you to the ground, teleports to her young self, drops the people's elbow on you like she's the Rock. Okay, Amanda, Monster Girl. Someone's a wrestling fan. Just for that, you're gonna get some brownie points with me. I was gonna give this a 7.5 out of 10. But since it's the people's elbow reference, in my opinion, I think it is, I'm going to give this a solid 8 out of 10. Next up is another member of the newest generation of heroes named Robot. Basically, he's friends of Invincible and Adam Eve and Monster Girl and Explode. He's basically kind of like the smart one of the group. He's not really a person, he actually is like a robot, at least that's what you're led to believe. But it's revealed he actually is like a human inside of this robot, and it's really cool, like, yeah. But this character, he's a zoner. He's basically like Iron Man in this game, or Fulgore, if you want to have the Killer Instinct comparisons. So, Super 1 for Robot.
Incoming! Do not get up.
I'm not sure what he throws, but it's like a bomb. So, I'm just gonna go ahead and give this a 3 out of 10. It's basic.
Incoming! Do not get up.
So, Super 2.
Stop this. I warned you.
A quick little laser beam super. Like I said, he thinks he's Iron Man from Marvel vs. Capcom. for that's Marvel Tolkien Souls. So I'm going to give this super for robot. This is going to be a 4 out of 10, sadly, because it is just a standard laser beam super. But here's the ultimate.
My plan was not to hurt you. My plan was not to hurt you.
What?
My plan was not to hurt you.
There we go.
But I come prepared for any contingencies.
Summons a giant robot to laser you all to hell. I'm gonna give this a 6 out of 10. The laser beam saves it. It would have been a 5 out of 10, but the giant laser beam in the end is what saves it. So thank you for coming, Robot. Now our next character, Thula. This is a female Viltrumite, basically the race of Omni-Man's people. She's basically like Sindel and Katana. She's basically like Katana. She has a blade like threaded through her hair. She uses it like a sword. It's awesome. She's, like I said, kind of like the Katana of this game. So let's go ahead with Super 1.
No surviving this!
Basically, she hits you and then hits you with her braid. So I'm gonna give this a 5 out of 10. Super 2.
Ready to bleed? This is over!
Ooh, that was a little saucy. I'm gonna have to give that a 7 out of 10. That was actually pretty sweet. Alright, Ultimate.
Here's a taste of reality. The strong survive!
Stab.
You will not!
Followed up by the curb stop. That's gonna be a solid 8 out of 10. That's not a bad ultimate. But yeah, you guys, real quick, let me know down in the comments, where would you rank all these ultimates and supers so far? Are your rankings close to mine, or are they different? Now this is my favorite character, Conquest.
It's about
Basically,
to get bloody.
With pleasure.
the most evil Viltrumite to ever exist.
Okay.
His only purpose? Conquer planets for the Empire. So we're gonna get into Daddy Conquest in a minute. But before we do that, we're gonna take a hit.
All love. All love. All love.
Alright, so Conquest for super.
Now we're getting somewhere. Having fun.
He flies at you, grabs you, and just slams you to the ground and drags you face first across the floor. That's disrespectful.
They all fear me. They all fear me.
Okay, Super 2. So I'm gonna give his first super, I'm gonna give that a 6 out of 10, just because it's disrespectful. Super 2.
They all fear me. And so will you.
A flurry of quick, powerful punches. I love it. And the quote, they all fear me, and so will you. That's a badass line. That's gonna give this special. We're gonna give this a 9 out of 10. Ultimate time.
This is what I'm here for. This is what I'm here for. Now this is what I'm here for.
There we go.
I'm going to enjoy this.
Basically, he grabs him, flies him up into the air, spins him around so he can face the city, and then flies him face first into it. You'll love to see it. That's a 10 out of 10 for Conquest. That's a 10 out of 10. Next up, Alan the Alien.
Yeah, buddy.
Basically, he's a planet's enforcer who goes from planet to planet, making sure there's people that can fight and defend them.
Pleasure.
He's kind of funny. He's voiced by Seth Rogen. He's actually probably one of my favorite characters in the whole show. Alan is hilarious. He's awesome.
Anytime.
He's basically a giant buff orange one-eyed Cyclops. It's great. But just real quick, I do want to apologize if you guys hear any barking or anything in the background. The dogs are kind of acting up today. So his first super,
Die, sucker! Oh, yeah!
just a quick diving uppercut. It's going to be a 3 out of 10 for Alan. His second super,
Want to see a great view? Getting punched is the price of admission!
I'm going to give that a 4 out of 10. And then not last but least, the ultimate.
We need to talk! I'm being such a douchebag! They house here, right?
He tells him stop being such a douchebag, and then he says, do they have those here, like on Earth? That's hilarious. So the ultimate for Alan the Alien is going to get a 7 out of 10. I think that's fair enough. Alright, next character. Duplicate, basically, she can create clones of herself like Naruto.
It's about
In my opinion, if you like Noob Saibot from Mortal Kombat 11, this girl is definitely your character. If you like Kenshi from MK1 specifically, this character is for you. So we got her Super 1. Her first super, it's an install super because she can summon duplicates of like clones of herself. And that's what she does in her install super.
I always have backup.
There you go. There you go. So the install super, we're gonna give that a 3 out of 10. So Super 2.
Try to keep up. Too fast for you.
Basically, her and her clones, they basically take turns playing ping pong with you and punching you and kicking you back and forth. You love it. I'm gonna give that a 7 out of 10. And then the ultimate.
I've had enough of this. I'm everything, everywhere, all at once, asshole.
Basically, she beats you up and then she summons her
You've got
clones
all of
to
us now.
stomp you out. I'm gonna give that an 8 out of 10 ultimate. That's actually pretty great. That you basically get jumped. It's hilarious. Like I said, I do want to apologize for the brains barking in the background, you guys. I am so sorry. So next is Anissa. She's basically the Kung Lao / Fujin of this game. She's a female Viltrumite. She's basically kind of like one of their top generals. In this game, she's got like a parry, she has a stance, she's really fast. So let's check out her Super 1.
Too slow. You'll bleed for this.
Bang, a double hitting uppercut, straight to the point, simple. I'm gonna give that a 5 out of 10. Second super,
It's time. Keep up.
another double hitting side switching super, that's gonna be a 5 out of 10 as well. Now ultimate,
Your education begins here.
she basically just pimp hand of doom, just pimp hand backhand the crap out of him. That's gonna be, we're gonna give that an 8.5 out of 10. So this is ultimate is an 8.5 out of 10. Next is Lucan, another Viltrumite. He's basically the muscle of the Viltrumites. He's basically kind of like the big muscle man, if you will. He's basically the grappler of this game. He's one of my favorite characters. So let's check out these supers. Super 1.
Let's get serious! No chance!
Basically a 3-hitting ground and pound. And the fact that he tells you you have no chance while he does it is great. I'm gonna give this a 7 out of 10. Next super.
Let me see! Just as I thought! No spine at all!
A side switching command grab that hits 3 times. You love to see it. I'm gonna give that a 5 out of 10. So ultimate.
I've had enough of this!
Wait, what is it?
I've had enough of this! You're not worthy of my efforts!
He basically slams you to the ground face
that
first
through your
and
skull.
holds you down with one finger. The disrespect is unreal. I'm gonna give that a 9 out of 10. So Lucan's ultimate is a 9 out of 10. Next is Rexplode. He's basically kind of like the Gambit of the series. He's one of the heroes. He's basically kind of a dick at first, but over the course of the show and the comics, you grow to love him. There's reasons, but I won't spoil anything here. And he's a zoner. He's basically his ability, like I said, he's like Gambit, but instead of throwing magical cards that explode, he just throws anything. He can turn anything into an explosive. Like his taunt is a projectile. It's one of the only taunts in the game that does damage. So that's pretty cool. So Rex's first super.
Got something for you.
A whole bunch of fireballs that knock down and push back. I like it personally because I love projectiles. So I'm gonna give this a 8 out of 10. I know I'm a little biased. Second super.
Roll out the Rex carpet.
Basically a bunch of fireballs, but kind of like an anti-air version. So if the opponent jumps at you, you already know they're gonna get caught by those. I'm gonna give that a 5 out of 10. Ultimate.
Time for the big finale. Read fast, dickhead.
The fact that the message says "fuck you" before it blows up is hilarious. I'm gonna give that a solid 7 out of 10. For good old Explode. Next up is one of the other heroes named Bulletproof. He's a new young hero. He's kind of like the Flash of this universe. But he's like the kid Flash of this universe, kinda. So let's see, Super 1.
Your number's up.
Basically, he runs back and forth and just punches the shit out of you. Something the Flash would do. I'm gonna give this a solid 6 out of 10. Super 2.
Let's do this. Gotcha.
That's also gonna be a 6 out of 10. The 2 hits and the low slide. You love to see it. Ultimate.
One beat down coming up.
Beats the crap out of you.
It's all good. I called you a cat.
This man literally gets you to get ran over. That's hilarious. I'm gonna give that a 8 out of 10. Good job. So next up is Adam Eve. She's basically a secondary main character of the show. She's the love interest, well, one of the love interests for Mark. She's voiced by the beautiful Gillian Jacobs. She is probably one of my favorite characters. She's basically the Green Lantern of this universe. But instead of using a ring to manipulate things and willpower, she can just will it to happen, and then it happens. So it's pretty sweet. She can manipulate molecules. Like, I know there's a scene in the show where she takes a piece of food from her mom and like turns it into a golden apple or something. I don't remember what she did, but it was really cool to see. So her first super, she's a zoner in this as well.
All right, coming through. Might want to look up.
Yeah, her first super.
Might want to look up.
It's an anti-air fireball projectile super. Hers isn't as good as Rexplode's in my opinion. I'm gonna give this one a 4 out of 10. Her second super.
All right, coming through.
Kind of like a multi-hitting Hadouken, almost in a weird way. I'm gonna give this a solid 5 out of 10. Ultimate.
I am ending you! I see it all now. Every single molecule.
Out here manipulating the molecules to make it look easy. I'm gonna give that a solid 6 out of 10. That's not a bad ultimate. Let's take take a hit here before we get to our final character of the day. Now, I saved this character specifically for last. This is my main character. You know him. You love him. His name is Double B, and it's not Big Balla. It's not Baby Boy. It's Battle Beast.
I crave battle.
The best battle kitty of all time. He's basically a giant humanoid-like cat creature that goes from planet to planet with a mace, and all he wants to do is fight. He lives for nothing but just unsatiated, unadulterated fist fights. That's all this man wants to do. And you gotta support him for it. I love Battle Beast, man. If you've ever read the comics, you'll know why. If you've seen Invincible, you will know why. Battle Beast is awesome. So his first super is a command grab. So you guys are actually gonna get to see me do a combo real quick. Yeah, that super you have to combo into because it's a command grab. That it's an anti-air command grab, meaning it's a grab that can only land if you and the opponent are both in the air. And the fact that he just grabs you and just it's a giant body slam to the ground, it's brutal, but it's effective. It's a solid 4 out of 10 for me, Battle Beast. I love you, big man. We're gonna take a hit. And now we're gonna look into the second super.
Come to me. We're not done yet.
Basically, he slides up on you, hits you with a few jabs, then slams you over the top of the head with his big giant mace. And then he growls at you. Amazing. That's a solid 9.5 out of 10. I know I'm biased, I'm sorry. But the ultimate?
Too weak to live. Consider this mercy.
Consider this mercy? Oh, I love that ultimate. That's a 10 out of 10, you guys. I know I'm biased. That's just my opinion. So that's all of the characters as of May 1st, 2026. all the ultimates and supers. Now when all of the DLC characters come out, I will be doing an updated video ranking all the DLC. So when Immortal and Universa become available, I'm not gonna do them individually or them as one video. I'm gonna wait for all of Season 1 DLC to come out and then do a DLC Supers and Ultimates ranking. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that when that eventually drops. But yeah, let me know down in the comments, are you guys having fun with Invincible Versus? I've been playing this all day. I know tomorrow or sometime this weekend I want to try and live stream playing the story mode. If not, if I can't live stream it, then I'm just going to upload it in videos. But yeah, let me know down in the comments as well what were your guys' personal rankings. If you had to rank all the ultimates and the supers, were they as decent as mine? Were they better? Were they worse? I don't know. Only you know, and you can go ahead and tell me because I would love to know about it. But with all that being said, everybody, that is going to bring us to the end of today's video, sadly. I actually am going to go into the training mode after this and practice with some characters. But I have been MK420, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know, are you having fun with Invincible Versus? And what do you rank? Like I said, let me know, what do you rank all the ultimates and supers in your opinion? What do you rank the game overall? Because personally, this game is fun. Still not accessible, sadly, but it's really, really fun. And I think that is what's going to keep people coming back. So shouts out to Quarter Up Studios for probably making one of the funnest fighting games of the year so far. But until next time, everybody, I'm MK420. God bless, stay safe, take care, have an amazing weekend. I love you guys, and I will see y'all in the next time. Be good or be good at it, people. Here's the hit for the road. Alright, everybody. Peace.